Meanwhile, a former flight attendant is taking steps toward honoring flight crew members who died aboard the hijacked airplanes almost 20 years ago. News 12's Nadia Galindo shows us Paulie's push.
I do this thing a day at a time. That's it.
You could say Paulie Veneto is in a hurry.
You better be able to walk fast because I'm a flight attendant. We walk fast.
We joined the retired flight attendant on a leg of his more than 200-mile trek.
I want to stay focused on why I'm doing this.
As he pushed an airline beverage cart across the state line into Westchester County.
I'm just a guy pushing the cart.
His journey started 2 weeks ago at Logan International Airport in Boston and will end on this September 11th at Ground Zero. It's the same path the crew of United Flight 175 took 20 years ago.
We know what those terrorists did on those airplanes from the phone calls that were made.
It was a one-way flight.
At one point, they knew they weren't going home.
A flight Paulie could have been on if he hadn't worked the weekend before.
This is the crew from 175. I knew this whole crew. That was a captain, first officer.
A crew of friends lost. The pain of it all leading to a more than decade-long struggle with addiction.
I realized my whole emotions were being numbed out. I never dealt with 9/11 emotion.
He says in 2015, a miracle happened.
The obsession was lifted. The obsession was lifted. And I knew at that point 6 years ago that I was going to recognize these guys.
That's his mission, to pay tribute to these brave flight attendants.
How can we not, as Americans, recognize them as heroes? They fought terrorism that morning.
A reason Paulie wants future generations to know their story.
When I first saw that, these little kids go, Paulie go, oh, see, I get emotional. Because I know that their parents had them out there and they're telling them the story of 9/11.
Paulie's push is to truly never forget these heroes.
She was the person that morning, Catherine, Al, Amy, Michael, Amy.
No matter how many steps it takes.
If I enjoy where I'm at, right here.
In Rye.
How are you?
Nadia Galindo.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
News 12.
Never forget.
Paulie's push is also raising money for families of 9/11